I like you like a bear in spring. In the field of spring, you were walking alone. A cute little bear came across. The fur is like velvet, the eyes are round. It says to you, hello miss. Can you hang out with me? Then you hug the bear. Rolling down the clover-covered hillside. After playing for a whole day, do you think it's great? Yes, I like you that much. Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. In this episode, let us follow the camera. Explore in a valley of fragrant flowers and birdsong. Bear World. In a warm cave, a female bear named Sky is hibernating. She just had a dream full of fresh fish. In the next second, I was awakened by bursts of immature cries. These are her two cubs. One is Xiao Guai Guai. One is Naughty. Sky's body is like a soft hill. It is a warm and comfortable dreamland for baby bears. After a winter's brewing, a suffocating smell is fermented in the cave. Probably there is really a bit of a bear feeling in the den. Wait for the kids to grow up a bit. Sky couldn't wait to start planning an adventure trip. The distant coastline is a unique, natural restaurant. The Shangshang family looked forward to the stars and the moon, looking forward to the whole winter. Just waiting for the annual meal feast. Parent-child time is over, it's time to get ready. Sky got out of the cave first, followed by two small figures. In front of the eyes, the mountains are densely lying, and the accumulated jade is piled up. Like a dragonfly, overlooking this ice and snow world. This is Baby Bear's brave first step. A series of large and small footprints left on the white snow. They have to cross icebergs to get the first meal of spring. Warm sun, fresh air, soft snow. Sky was in a happy mood and ran excitedly. Bears are magical beings. Like giant pandas, in their world. It's meaningless to have a baby if you can't play with it. Sky bites one of the kids. Come directly to a 180 degrees roller coaster. With a beep, Sky turned and ran away. A parent-child marathon kicked off. Two short legs are following behind mother. For novice mothers, lack of patience is a common problem. If you don't want to accept special care from your mother, the two cubs have to run faster. As each day goes by, the journey gets harder. Walking in the warm spring, everything seems to be full of poetry. But the melting snow has become their worst enemy. The overwhelming avalanche is like a ferocious beast. The snow and ice are rolling in, rapidly destroying the places they pass. The scene is imposing, like an exploding cloud. With lingering fears in his heart, he reminded Sky that she must go as soon as possible. Xiao Guai found a good way to save worry and effort. She lay on her mother's back and hung herself on it. It's a technical job. And Xiao Dao prefers to explore by himself. He followed behind. After all, to be an older brother is to set an example. After a long journey for a week, the distance is getting steeper and steeper. When they climbed the last snow mountain, the cubs must try their best to feed. They gnawed on dead branches and trees and worked hard to climb up. Finally, they successfully reached the top of the mountain. Not far away is the coast, where the boundless sea and sky line up. Set a small goal first, turn it into a mountain. Set another big goal, eat it full of oil. Come on, fresh clams. Come on, fat fresh fish. The ice and snow on the coast have melted. Green grass everywhere. The little boy took a ride with his mother and strolled leisurely in the grass. It's time to take a break. Xiao Dao cast a disdainful glance at her sister. Only cubs that are not weaned will ask their mother to carry them on their backs every day. He tried to stand up straight and looked around. Can't believe my eyes. He has a slow circle expression on his face, as if asking, bears? There are other bears in the world. Can anyone tell me what's going on here? All the brown bears gather here. Like a big dinner party. If there is no fresh fish, then eat grass on the ground. Pretending to be a pre-dinner salad, they're not fussy eaters anyway. Xiao Tao wants to find the best bear and become a role model in his heart. These are two grumpy bears. These are two shameless bears. This is a sleepy daydreaming bear. This is a lazy bear who dreams of being a salted fish. Obviously, these are not the idols Xiao Tao wants to find. His idol must be the strongest and coolest bear. Soon, the most powerful Shang Dewei walked over. It weighs more than 450 kilograms, 3 times bigger than Sky. This meadow is its domain. Shang Da has just appeared on the stage. All the bears stay away. Sky must keep the kids away from bear. Hungry male bears are likely to stretch out their claws to cubs. Can't afford to provoke, can afford to hide. The snow-capped mountains are steaming and misty, and the icy water is leaking. The cubs are breastfeeding by their mother's side. Quiet and moving, outlining a quiet and beautiful picture. A gray wolf lady is quietly lurking over. There is a bit of calculation in its eyes. These cute baby bears must taste delicious. Sky got up vigilantly. Any pine will leave an opportunity for the opponent. Xiao Guai boarded a special mother boat. Crossed the river with mother and brother to avoid danger. She is used to riding on her mother's back, and she is a little proud. Suddenly, mother shook her wet hair. The little boy fell into the water without paying attention. Sure enough, any shortcut is parallel with risk. Sky took the children into a dangerous place by mistake. There is a pair of sharp eyes, looking at them fiercely. This is Bear 2, an exiled male bear. After being driven here by Shang Da, it became thinner and more vicious. It's hungry and won't refuse any snacks that come to your door. This is a psychological rush. Sky cannot show the slightest emotion. Mother bears with cubs are not so easy to mess with. Shang gave up and let it go away. Sky hurriedly took the children and fled here. The coast changes at different times of the year. Large expanses of silt are exposed, hiding tasty clams. Sky took the children a long way to the edge of the tide. A bear's nose is 7 times more sensitive than a hound's. Self-reliance, adequate food and clothing. Sky skillfully stretched out the melon seeds and created a mud pit. Then take out a delicious clam. But these are just a toothache, she needs more calories. Xiao Guai followed her mother closely to dig clams. Xiao Dao ran wildly by the tide water mischievously. Stepping on the waves, chasing seabirds. Somersault and get yourself covered in mud. Step out of the cheerful pace of denial of 6 relatives. Look, his first fan was a raven. The little girl enjoys the happy time with her mother. Come to a bullfight with great disparity. Bears who lose can enjoy a free spa. As a mother, Sky cannot let her children play with things and lose their minds. She has to take advantage of the low tide and look for clams. Raven approached Sky hand and foot. Then skillfully steal the loot from her. Xiao Dao found a big guy. He curiously stretched out the melon seeds, but was clamped hard. Shake it, turn it around. It's like carrying a fashionable bag. This is a tug of war, I don't know how long. Clam finally relaxed. When the high tide starts, Sky needs to find food as much as possible. Xiao Tao was having fun, he yawned. Just found a place and started to doze off. Sky and Xiao Guai started to walk towards the coast. The careless new mom. Apparently I have forgotten that there is an uneasy brat. The icy sea water rushed in, and Xiao Dao finally got up. He was terrified and called his mother over and over again. Sky finally found Xiao Dao. She responded by encouraging her son to swim back. Xiao Dao finally plucked up the courage to jump into the sea. He swam desperately towards the shore, the water was freezing cold. Sky couldn't sit still, she ran towards the sea. Don't be afraid, children, mother is here. Xiao Dao is a brave boy, he successfully swam to the shore. I had a face-to-face kiss with my sister. It's time to get back on the grass. There is full of vigor and vitality, the singing of birds and the fragrance of flowers. As early summer comes, the 2 cubs look much stronger. Mom watched them play lovingly from the side. Since there are no fish nearby, I have to keep coming back to graze. The bears here are very irritable because of the food shortage. Fighting and opening mouths are commonplace. After shouting, "Go away," You eat your flowers, I gnaw my grass. Everything seems to be in harmony again. There's nowhere to hide here, and the two cubs are high-protein food on the move. Shang Da is so hungry that his eyes turn green. He has kept the two little guys for a long time. Sky must act decisively and evacuate quickly with the children. Before taking 2 steps, Shang blocked the way and blocked the family of 3. It chased after it fiercely, scaring the 2 bears into a panic. Shang is much stronger than Sky, but in order to protect the child, she bravely rushed over. She wants to give the children a chance to escape. This is an extremely dangerous battle. Sky tried to lure Shang away, but the other party was not fooled. It chased the 2 bears. Follow the scent and search carefully, don't miss any place. Minutes and seconds pass, everything seems to be over. Sky desperately searches for the children. Fortunately, Xiaoguai came out and responded to her. Next, the mother and daughter searched for many places. But no trace of Xiao Tao was found. Sky has almost lost hope. Unexpectedly, the sleepy Xiao Dao hid in a log and fell asleep. He really broke my mother's heart. Siblings reunited again. Fortunately, there was no danger in the end, and the family was safe. Sky knows another safe place. So she's going to move with Bao Shang. And on the coast, more and more bears are congregating. Bear, Big Bear and 2 meet each other on a narrow road, facing each other. When the first fresh fish jumps out of the sea, the brown bears who have been hungry for months are ready to move. Some bears are reckless. Some bears fish in troubled waters. All the bears are involved, each one is busy. Only Shang Da calmly rubbed aside. Turns out it was planning a nice plan. Wait for Shang to catch the fish, then go grab it by yourself. Little lethality, strong remorse. Shang really lived up to expectations and caught the fish. Shang Da patted his ass and walked over. After a battle of tit for tat, Shang walked away. And Shang Da tasted the food with relish. Stay away from the fresh fish coast, and you can stay away from danger. Sky is looking elsewhere with her children. Miss Wolf followed behind lingeringly. As long as he is cunning enough, he can catch the chubby bear. Sky discovers its trick. She protects the children every step of the way. Miss Wolf won't give up easily. Sky has to move again. There's a hidden sanctuary north of the coast. On the rippling sea, the mothership set sail again. This time, she has 2 passengers. As soon as she reached the shore, Sky lay down. 2 cubs can't wait to suck their milk. She has to eat a lot of fresh fish before the end of summer. Otherwise, it won't be able to produce enough milk to feed the babies. Can't survive hibernation. If that happened, baby bears may starve to death in dens. But now, she wants to take her children to eat meat first. When the tide goes out, the ocean turns into a secret restaurant. The rocks are full of fat mussels. Take a bite, crunchy. If you want to taste delicious, you must first have good teeth. Baby Bear has a question mark on his face, these things that taste like squeaks. It seems a bit hoarse and smells weird. The Easter eggs under the rock seem to be more delicious. For example, an eel, it's okay to plug the teeth. Xiao Dao was eager to try and competed with a stone. Xiao Guai handed over the rough work to her mother. She's a sweet little girl. The 2 cubs quickly mastered the skill of turning rocks for food. Occasionally, I will play the autumn wind with my mother. Of course it's risky. For example, while eating, there is an extra bag in the head. Over time, tens of millions of fresh fish finally reach the sea. Brown bears waiting on the shore start a food carnival. Because of the large number, even the little stupid bear can seize the opportunity quickly. Beach waves splashing. Blazing show. Shang Ersan caught 2 fish at once. It can finally have a full meal. Even Miss Wolf is going to try her hand at fishing. Apparently it's still new. I drank a lot of water and didn't catch a single fish. Brown bears catch fish and must eat it immediately. Those robber gangs are literally everywhere. With elegant and light steps, Miss Wolf approached cautiously. Like the raven, she likes to hide behind the brown bear. It's effortless to steal a piece at the right time. After several months of constant hunting for fresh fish, the bears have grown fat and strong. After eating and drinking enough, happiness is so simple. Lie in the sea and take a bath. Smell my big feet. Or bask in the sun comfortably on the shore. There is nothing more comfortable than you lie. Fresh fish are heading upstream in droves. They spend the whole winter in the salt sea. It takes a few weeks for the body to adapt to fresh water. Sky took the children to the shallow river mouth. She started fishing alone, leaving the children on the shore. Miss Wolf is lurking again. This is a great opportunity. The baby bear is defending itself while calling to its mother. Sky can only give up fishing and drive away the raiders. It's not safe here anymore. Sky needs to keep moving. There is a piece of golden pond upstream which contains a lot of fresh fish. But because of the hillside whistle, it's hard to find. Sky has no other choice. She must find a foraging opportunity as soon as possible. After 2 weeks, fresh fish adapted to fresh water finally began to swim upstream. They have to travel 50 kilometers upstream to get back to where they were born. Not even a waterfall can stop them from going home. To jump, hit, fall. Repeat this until you succeed. The destination of fresh fish is a shoal. Sky just arrived with her baby. After going through hardships, she finally had her turn. Caught the first fresh fish of the year. The 2 baby bears also tasted the first fresh fish born by bears. This is a rare sashimi meal. The bears are so happy. But the problem also comes from distance. Fresh fish will not stay in one place for a long time. Their journey continues, and Sky must find the golden pond as soon as possible. Next is the majestic waterfall. The brown bears have already waited here and occupied the pit. Thousands of fresh fish are about to pass here. All they need to do is open their mouths wide. Delicacy will be automatically delivered to the mouth, and the happy bear life will start here. A good fishing spot is also up for grabs. Shang challenged Shang Da's authority again, then got beat up again. But the king's heart never dies. Tranquil forest just up the river. With the arrival of autumn, the cub has grown thick winter fur. Because of eating too little fresh fish, Sky failed to grow thick fat. Without food, milk dries up. Baby bear can't survive hibernation. Sky has worked hard for a whole year, and she is exhausted. A ray of light shines into a dark corner of the forest. Sky had that sweet dream again. She found the golden pond. No, this is not a sweet dream. She really found the golden pond. There are simply too many fresh fish to catch. A large group of brown bears came chasing fish, and everyone lived in peace. This is the real paradise. Children play in the water. Happiness comes too suddenly. Every bear's face is filled with contented joy. With these fresh fish, Sky and her children will survive the winter safely. The long journey is finally over. And the most powerful bear Xiao Tao has been looking for. It turned out to be by my side. And her name is Mother.